Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Ray Wangare, and today I wanna talk about my Kenyan employment horror stories. Two jobs before my graduations, which were internships, and then 2 jobs after my graduation. So I'm going to start with my internships. My first one was at a cosmetics company. I will not reveal any names, guys, for good reason, obviously. The cosmetics company was actually my first internship. I got 2 job offers. So I got the cosmetics company offer and another offer from a media company. It was an advertising company, and the reason why I chose the cosmetics company is because they gave me a check. So when I got the job, they gave me a check for 10,000. That was just a Christmas bonus. So I was like, oh my god, of course I chose the job where they're giving me free money. So I began my job in January, and guys, that job lasted for only 3 weeks. No, 4 weeks for me. Actually, they hired 2 people, myself and a celebrity, a local celebrity. So the reason why they brought this chick, she's like really popular. She was popular back in the day. She was on this TV show. She was all over the place on TV. So they wanted someone, of course, who's like recognizable. They hired her and myself, the non-recognizable salesperson. And honestly, that internship, it was fun. That's why I learned about makeup. Before that, I was not doing makeup. That's why I went to learn about makeup and beauty, and you know, the beauty industry basically. It's where I got my start, let's say. So actually, in that office, there was it was a building with 2 offices, upstairs and downstairs. Us guys, the cosmetics company was downstairs, and then there was a real estate company upstairs. And in the real estate, there were 3 guys, but mostly whenever I went upstairs, there were 2 guys, and one of them was an alumni from USIU. So this guy, I'm going to call him X. He basically told me about the history of the company, and believe it or not, he told me that I should not expect to stay that long, because all the sales girls that came into that company, they would stay maybe 2 or 3 months. Guess why? It's a family run business, meaning it was run by husband and wife. And so literally the wife used to fire people every 2 or 3 months if she feels threatened. I remember when we'd go to the office, I just I'd done my shopping, my corporate wardrobe, so I got some official heels and official clothes, and that's when I actually started wearing wigs. I had never done wigs or weaves before, so my mom bought me 2 wigs. So I used to wear my 2 wigs with a fringe, and people used to say I'm hiding behind my hair, but you know, I wasn't hiding. It's just what I bought at that time. I've not bought a wig with a fringe ever since, actually. So what makes this place a horror story? I mean, it was a lovely place. That's where I learned how to do makeup. But what makes this place terrible to work at was because of the boss lady. Now, the guy upstairs, Mr. X, used to tell me, yeah, don't expect to last in this place. Nobody stays here for more than 2 or 3 months. And for us guys that came that year, that chick that was, the celebrity, she was literally fired after 3 weeks, and I was fired after 4 weeks. And guess what, guys? I used to tell the boss man, why don't you give me a contract? And then he's like, I'll give you a contract, don't worry, I cannot fire you, you're so efficient, right? so efficient. The boss lady was too controlling. Let me say that. She would make passive aggressive remarks. You see the girl, the celebrity, obviously she was used to dressing up and looking fly. She come in her 6-inch heels, strutting in her heels, and you know, swinging those hips, looking sexy, makeup on fleek, short skirts, you know, young girls. For me, I wasn't really trying to be sexy. I was just, you know, very naive. I was so young, 20 or 21 thereabouts, and I did try. I mean, I'd get some cute wedges, some cute heels, and then she'd be like, the only person who should wear heels in this office is me. That doesn't make any sense. We are 3 ladies in this office and 1 man. Why should you be the only one to wear heels? Right? So this lady had a problem with all the sales girls. No one will last. For, I guess she had to protect her husband. I don't know if he was a philanderer or what. I don't know their history. I mean, you can never tell with these relationships. These couple goals, there are no couple goals, guys. They're just normal people who got together for whatever reason. Yeah, she protected her husband, and you can't wear heels. Just really weird things. There's one time I went to sit at her husband's desk, and you know, he called me for a meeting. So he told me that we should be meeting every day for 1 hour in the morning so that we can discuss our marketing strategies and all that. I guess I was really dumb, or I was not, you know, used to the corporate environment, so I just spoke my mind. Whatever I think, that's what I'll say. So I was like, why should we meet for 1 hour? I mean, that's the time I'm doing my marketing, right? You know, I was doing social media, and these things are time sensitive. There's a particular time that you're supposed to post and, you know, do your marketing. So I guess I should not have questioned him. I should have been like a yes girl or whatever. So when I opposed him, guess what? There was the boss man desk. The boss lady's desk was just right next. And I guess she overheard me questioning him. Why should we be meeting for 1 hour every day? She must have thought it's kind of weird. Although it's an office environment, obviously, if you're meeting in the office, if you're sitting at the desk, it's professional, strictly business. I guess one other weird thing, not really weird, for me, I thought it's okay. He just gave me a ride to Westlands because the office was in Riverside. And so he gave me a lift to Westlands. From there I can connect to the CBD, then I can go home. And I mean, there's nothing weird about that, but I guess the wife took it the wrong way. And then I remember one time in the office, it was about home time. It was time to go home, right? And then I guess I was really happy. She told me, you can go home, and I was like, yay! Again, I was not used to the corporate environment, so whatever I feel in my heart is what I'll say. So obviously I showed my excitement for going home, and then she was like, you really love going home, huh? That was a trick question. I said yes. And guess what? After the first week of February, that first Monday, they made me work the whole day. Then he called me to his desk and he told me that I am no longer going to be working in that cosmetics company, which I found to be very awkward and weird, because he told me himself, they can't fire me, I'm a good worker. So I find that to be very awkward, and it was really unexpected, and I just couldn't believe it. And it really messed me up because my internship period was to last for 10 weeks. So obviously, since I only went there in January, I'd been there for 4 weeks, which meant I had another 6 weeks. I'd not been supervised. My supervisor had never come to the office, so that meant I had to look for another internship office, which leads me to my second horror story. Obviously I had to go look for another place. I didn't want to go too far. By that time it was too late for me to start looking for like a good company, like, you know, major corporation. So I just went to the mall there's a mall where I used to live. I used to live like right behind the mall, so I just went to the mall because there was a furniture store, and I went there. I told them, you know, I want to work for free, I want to do some internship with you guys, and they took me in. The manager was so amazing, actually. He taught me a lot, but this place, really, I could not last. Honestly, you guys, the job was too intensive. I remember we used to, myself, that and the sales guy, the official sales guy, Mr. F, we used to walk from office to office in the CBD, outside the CBD. We choose an area, we just walk office to office, hawking furniture with our sales catalog. Damn, it was just so intensive. You know, I'm not used to that kind of life. And field sales is not easy. It's just not easy, and it's not for everyone. That job, I was working for free. Obviously, I went there, I told them I want to work for free so that they can take me in, and by God's grace I finished my internship. Actually, turns out the owner of the furniture store was my sister's friend, so it's a small world, isn't it? As soon as I finished my internship, they actually offered me a job, but I said hell to the no. I can't do that. I can't do field sales, no. So I turned down the job, and that's when I really focused on my entrepreneurship. Honestly, my internships had really spoiled my appetite for getting into the corporate environment, so I didn't want to get a job. It's not easy, and especially for a young girl, everyone wants to take advantage. They don't take you seriously, which is actually why I used to wear like really dark makeup, lipstick and the weaves, so it can make me look older. Maybe people will take me more seriously. Honestly, guys, I remember for like 2-3 years I was always trying to look older. When you're young, you want to be older. When you're older, you're trying to look younger. It's so funny. Life. Let me say 2017, during my master's program, I decided, let me go try this job thing again. So I got a job in a school. It was a small school, only one teacher, literally, you guys, one teacher teaching all the programs, and this guy has never graduated uni. He's teaching accounting, he's teaching ICDL, he's teaching, I don't know which other courses, but this guy did not go to college and he's teaching these programs, seriously. And guess what? I was underpaid. Obviously, I didn't know how to negotiate properly for my salary. This was a dying school. As you can see, it only had one teacher and very few students. I mean, I had the motivation, but guys, come on. Maybe if they were giving me what I had asked for, I would have stayed longer. Guys, I cannot stay in a place where I'm making a loss, obviously. So I quit that job. I wrote my resignation letter, and then the boss man came. He was like, this is really unprofessional. Why are you quitting the job so early? Like, it's so unprofessional. But I'm like, you didn't give me a contract. You were unprofessional. Why didn't you give me a contract? Right? So the same sword that they used to kill me in the other job saved me in this other job. It was a horror story because I was making a loss just by being there. Let me see if I remember another job that I've done. Nope. Oh yes, I did get employed in 2019, guys, and in this job I experienced racism in Kenya. Racism in Kenya, yes. I can't believe it. So I went for this interview. My aunt hooked me up. She called me for an interview at night, and the next day we went for the interview and I got the job. So that was in December and the job was to begin in February. So it was a tours and travel company run by a Jewish guy. He works in the US and he wanted like 3 ladies, and he was insisting he only wants ladies. That was weird, but now that I think about it, he only wanted ladies because it's easier to take advantage of ladies. If a man was there, honestly, obviously we all know, I mean, we experience sexism as ladies. I'm sure everyone has experienced some sexism in Kenya and anywhere else. So this guy only wanted ladies because we are easy to control, and he doesn't want people to talk back and fight for themselves. What happened was, we agreed that the salary was going to be 40,000 shillings. Obviously I thought I'm going to get 40,000 shillings, but come this year, he said, no, I can't give you 40,000. Obviously you have to pay tax. And then last year during the interview, the only reason I agreed to 40,000 was because he said it's a part-time job. But come this year, he's like, no, it's a full-time job. So he changed the terms from part-time to full-time after I've accepted the salary. Obviously I was not happy about that. Taxes have been raised, and I told him about the tax issue last year, and he said, no, just take the money, I can't change that. That's what's been said. That's the money I've budgeted for the job. So okay, I said okay, fine. So come this year, I accepted it because it's a part-time job. Come this year, it turns out it's a full-time job, and he's insisting you cannot work anywhere else. First of all, you guys, this job was meant to be done. Obviously a normal job is 8 to 5 or 9 to 5 daytime hours, but this job, it was 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. at night. Then he's insisting you cannot do another job, which is weird because this guy is from the US. In the US people do like 2 or 3 jobs, but he's insisting like, no, you cannot do another job, this is the only job you should be having, which is very awkward and weird because this job is not paying me enough for it to be the only thing I'm doing. I was hired, you told me it's part-time. Now that it's full-time, the money should be full-time kind of money, but you want to pay part-time money for a full-time job. Guys, come on. I see why he wanted ladies, because during the interview, the final interview, I remember I was late to the interview where it was not an interview but basically an online meeting. I was late because there was traffic. The meeting was supposed to begin at 8, but they began at 8:30, and I joined in at 8:45. Literally, you know about traffic in Nairobi, you just can't control it. And then at that time, that same day, actually just the day before, my laptop crashed. I spilled some liquid onto my laptop, so I spent the next day fixing my laptop, and that's why I was late, because I could not go without my laptop, obviously. So after hustling to get my laptop so I can log into the call, I arrived late, and then he said, you cannot join this meeting, I'm going to hold another meeting for you. So from 9 I had to wait again until 11 p.m. at night so I can have a meeting with him. So during that meeting, he told me again, you cannot have another job, obviously the money is this much, you have to pay taxes, so if you're getting 40k, that means the money comes down to 32k, which is less than what I was even like. I wasn't happy about 40,000. Now talk about 32,000. Jesus Christ, guys. Why do people do this? The two ladies, anyway, so during the interview, I guess again I cannot show that I'm happy when I'm not happy. After the meeting, guess what, guys? He told my boss lady that she should tell me that I am no longer going to work in the tours and travel company. Apparently I asked too many questions about the money, and he was not comfortable about that, which is weird. And really, that's what she told me. She told me he felt that I was asking too many questions about the money. Obviously I have to ask about the money, it's what I'm working for. What the fuck? Another thing, he needed an apology from me because I was late. Honestly, I felt like I did say obviously I'm sorry, but maybe he needed me to go in depth with my apology. So he's like, I really needed that apology from you, so since you didn't apologize for your lateness and because you're asking too many questions about the money, you're not the right fit for this job. I don't understand. I went on WhatsApp to ask him. I made my apology on WhatsApp. If he really needed the apology that bad, I made my apology, very intensive, in-depth apology. I told him about my laptop, which was not working. I told him I was late because I was fixing my laptop. There was traffic. Guess what, guys? He did not respond. I was blue-ticked. Yeah. He never spoke to me ever since the meeting where he was telling me that I should be signing the contract the next day. He did not acknowledge my messages, my explanations. Since the apology was so important, he didn't even acknowledge it. I thought it was important. Honestly, I felt that the guy was being sexist and racist because this is a tours and travel company. People are coming here from the US, they're coming here for 14 days. Obviously, if you're coming to Africa for 14 days, you're not paying some little money. You're not paying little money. But because we are Africans and we are women, we don't deserve to get paid what we are working for. Because even during the interview, my mom was like, that money is just not good enough for my daughter. My mom complained about the salary. I had to hold my mom back and tell her, I'll just accept it. So I shouldn't have done that. If you're not comfortable with something, don't accept it. So that's why I've decided 2019 I'm just going to focus on entrepreneurship. Yeah, so that's my employment horror stories, guys. Thank you so much for watching up to this point.